YouTube, what is up? It's me, your boy, String Cheese, and I'm back with another banger for you today. But first, as always, go ahead, drop a like, leave a comment, hit that sub button, and subscribe. Turn on that bell, get your notifications up. Make me one of the first things you watch throughout the day. It helps me out tremendously. With all that being said, today I'm going to tell you why the city of Cleveland is dependent on the Browns doing good. That's right. Yesterday, we had Thursday night football. A beat up and battered Broncos team versus a beat up and battered Browns team. Teddy B had a quad and foot injury and toughed it out. Baker has absolutely no left shoulder and is missing most of the offense, most of the starters. They be missing. And yet the Browns pulled out a 3-point win in what was a pretty boring game to me. But that's just to me. I like the offense. I like that high explosion, like that Lamar Jackson, Patrick Mahomes, Justin Herbert when he's right. Kyler Murray, even though he's against my Niners, but we won't put past that. I like that type. Yesterday was such a Cleveland game. It was just run the ball and have a good defense. Now, here's the thing. Here's the reason why I believe Cleveland ran the ball. It's like Case Keenum. It's not better than Baker. We know that. And if you know that on this show, I can be your biggest fan, and I will defend you, but I would also criticize you. Just ask Jimmy Garoppolo, because I've spent the past better half of 5 years defending him and criticizing him greatly in detailed pressure. The Cleveland Browns and the city of Cleveland itself need Baker. Don't get me wrong. Case Keenum is an amazing backup quarterback. And he could win you games. He will, if Baker should not return this season, he can get the Browns into a wild card game. They won't win the division. With Baker, and then with Baker, the offense flows different. Baker can lead this team to winning the division, and depending how the postseason were to break down, he quite possibly could take the Browns to the Super Bowl. I still don't get the hate Baker gets. He has turned the Cleveland Brown franchise around. They've had winning records since he's been there. He's gone through 3 different head coaches and 3 different offensive coordinators, and still he finds ways to win games. He looks like a great leader. And he plays with a chip on his shoulder, specifically the broken shoulder. I can see why he's harshly criticized. Because his confidence can and does at times come off as cockiness. And in his head, he thinks he's the greatest, which is not wrong. Because in my head, I'm the greatest at everything I do. This, Apex, sleeping, eating, ain't no one gonna beat me. And that is a great mentality to have. But while you have that mentality, you also got to kind of back it up. And for some reason, the fact that Cleveland wins games and Baker's proven that he can win you games. He's proven that he can be a starter in this league. He still don't get that slight recognition he kind of deserves. Don't get me wrong. Do not get me wrong. There are times where I be watching him and I be like, Baker, why you do that? That was a knuckleheaded throw, knuckleheaded pass. You should have just thrown out of bounds. Love to see another down. And it frustrates me because I've been a Baker supporter. I ain't gonna lie. Since Oklahoma. Look, let's be real. When he was tearing up colleges, I was like, Baker's my guy. I like him. We're going to ride with him. And I'm going to continue to ride with him. But the fact that the Browns won with Case Keenum kind of shows just how good the Browns are as a whole team, even with all the injuries they've suffered. The Browns are one of the best teams in the AFC. And as much as I love Baker, and the city of Cleveland loves Baker, and everyone in Oklahoma loves Baker, the Browns might not really need Baker for all the reasons I listed. Now hear me out. Is Baker one of the better quarterbacks in the leagues? In my opinion, yes. Are the Browns overpowered offensively? Absolutely. Because when they go against trash defenses, putting up 42 points. According to the mainstream media, guys, Baker doesn't have that it factor like Lamar or Mahomes does. I'm telling you, he does have that it factor. He just needs to not play hero ball at times. Because that's one knock I'll put on Baker. He can and will play hero ball when the Browns are struggling, which leads them to struggle more. If Baker were to allow the offense to just naturally flow while they're down and not try to force it into a receiver's hands, I think Baker would be a lot less criticized than what he is right now. One other note. OBJ. I'll be honest with you. The Browns don't need OBJ. He's a number one on every other team in the NFL. But in Cleveland, he's like a number two. So, in order for Baker to flourish, I believe the Browns should get rid of OBJ and keep Baker and pay Baker. With all that being said, I'm your boy String Cheese, and I will see y'all in the next video. Peace out.